form. Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi's central teaching is self-inquiry. This book makes the devotee travel to the supreme path. Devote, how to practice meditation. Ramana Maharishi, keep off thoughts. Your nature is peace and happiness. Thoughts are the obstacles to realization. Thoughts must be quelled as soon as they rise. Whenever a thought arises, do not be carried away by it. Devotee, how to control the mind. Ramana Maharishi, what is the mind? Whose is the mind? It is the nature of the mind to wander. You are not the mind. The mind springs up and sinks down. It is impermanent and transitory, whereas you are eternal. There is nothing but the self. To inhere in the self is the thing. Never mind the mind. If its source is sought, it will vanish, leaving the self unaffected. Devotee, what is liberation? Ramana Maharishi, liberation is to know that you were not born. Be still and know that I am God, Bible. To be still means not to think. Know and not think is the word. Stillness means being free from thoughts. Devotee, how to find Atman. Ramana Maharishi, there is no investigation into the Atman. The investigation can only be into the non-self. Elimination of the non-self is alone possible. The self being always self-evident will shine forth of itself. On the nature of mind. The visitor said he concentrated on the nasal base, but his mind wandered. Ramana Maharishi, is there a mind? Another devotee gently put in, the mind is only a collection of thoughts. Ramana Maharshi, to whom are the thoughts? If you try to locate the mind vanishes and the self alone remains. Being alone, there can be no one-pointedness or otherwise. Devotee, it is so difficult to understand this. If something concrete is said, it can be readily grasped. Japa, dhyana, etc. are more concrete. Ramana Maharshi, who am I, is the best japa. Devotee, how is meditation practiced, with eyes open or closed? Ramana Maharshi, it may be done either way. The point is that the mind must be introverted and kept active in its goal. Sometimes it happens that when the eyes are closed, the latent thoughts rush forth with great vigor. It may also be difficult to introvert the mind with the eyes open. It requires strength of the mind to do so. The mind is contaminated when it takes in objects. Otherwise, it is pure. The main factor in meditation is to keep the mind active in its own self, without taking an external impression or thinking other matters. Devotee, what is soul? Ramana Maharshi, to remain without thinking is soul. Devotee, it is the one step to realization. Ramana Maharishi, realization is already there. The state free from thoughts is only real state. Devotee, how to get rid of the mind. Ramana Maharshi, it is the mind that wants to kill itself. The mind cannot kill itself. So your business is to find the real nature of the mind. Then you will know that there is no mind. Devotee, the difficulty is to be in thought-free state. Ramana Maharshi, leave the thought-free state to itself. Do not think of it as pertaining to you. Just as you walk, you involuntarily take steps, so too in your actions. but the thought-free state is not affected by your actions. Devotee, how to destroy the mind. Ramana Maharishi, seek the mind, on being sought it will disappear. Devotee, I do not understand. Ramana Maharishi, the mind is only a bundle of thoughts. The thought arises because there is a thinker. The thinker is the ego. When the ego is sought, it will vanish automatically. The ego and the mind are same. The ego is the root thought from which all other thoughts arise. Devotee, how to seek the mind. Ramana Maharishi, dive within. You are now aware that the mind rises up from within, so sink within and seek. Devotee, I do not yet understand how is to be done. Ramana Maharishi, you are practicing breath control. Mechanical breathing will not lead one to the goal. It is only an aid. While doing it mechanically, take care to be alert in mind, and remember the I thought and seek its source. Then you find where breath sinks, there I thought arises. They arise and sink together. The I thought also will sink along with breath. Simultaneously, another luminous and infinite I will become manifest, which will be continuous and unbroken. That is the goal. It goes by different names: God, self, Kundalini, Sakti, consciousness, yoga, Bhakti, Jnana, etc. Devotee, not clear yet. Ramana Maharishi, when the attempt is made, it will of itself take you to the goal. Devotee, how should I meditate? I don't have peace of mind. Ramana Maharishi, peace is our real nature. It need not to be attained. Our thoughts must be wiped out. Devotee, I have been trying to wipe them out, but I am not successful. Ramana Maharishi, the Bhagavad Gita method is the only one for it. Whenever mind strays away, bring it back to bear on meditation. Devotee, the mind is not steady in meditation. Ramana Maharishi, whenever it wanders, turn it inwards again and again. Devotee, when misery overpowers me, inquiry is impossible. Ramana Maharishi, because it is too weak, make it strong. Devotee, by what means? Ramana Maharishi, satsanga, pranayama, association with wise, worship of God, breath control. Devotee, will peace be gradual? Ramana Maharishi, yes, make the mind gradually still. Gradually make still, says Bhagavad Gita. One-pointedness means to shut down the mental activities. Devotee, meditation is with mind, and how can it kill the mind in order to reveal the self? Ramana Maharishi, meditation is sticking to one thought. That single thought keeps away other thoughts. Distraction of mind is a sign of weakness. By constant meditation, it gains strength. This expanse devoid of thought is the self. Devotee, no separate meditation is necessary. Ramana Maharishi, meditation is your true nature now. You call it meditation because there are other thoughts distracting you. When these thoughts are dispelled, you remain alone, the state of meditation free from thoughts. This is your real nature. Such keeping away of other thoughts is now called meditation. When the practice becomes firm, the real nature shows itself as the true meditation. Devotee, here it happens to be stilling the mind and remaining free from thoughts. Ramana Maharishi, Whenever the turbulent mind wavers, then and there pull it and bring it under control. Bhagavad Gita quotes, "Through over and over the fickle mind, all restlessness and a wandering goes. Still over and over let him regain control and poise it back in self." Devotee, how is the mind to be stilled? Ramana Maharishi, looking at the mind with the mind, or fixing the mind in the self, brings the mind under control of the self. Ramana Maharishi, to be is to realize. Hence, I am that I am God gives to Moses. Devotee, what is meditation? Ramana Maharishi, it consists in expulsion of thoughts. All the present troubles are due to thoughts and are themselves thoughts. Give up thoughts. That is happiness and also meditation. Ramana Maharishi, peace is always present. Get rid of the disturbances to peace. This peace is the self. The thoughts are the disturbances. When free from thoughts, you are infinite intelligence, i.e. the self. There is perfection and peace. Ramana Maharishi, give up thoughts, you need not give up anything else. The only permanent reality is the self. You say I am going, I am speaking, I am working, etc. I am in all of them. Thus I am that is the reality. This truth was taught by God to Moses. I am that I am. Be still and know that I am God. So I am is God. Sri Ramana Maharishi's central teaching is self-inquiry, thought-free meditation and contemplation. Very easy is thought-free meditation.